What's up, YouTube? I'm just another guy and welcome back to my story. So I realized in episode 1v2 I didn't really mention what the aims of this series were, so let me just quickly go over that. The aim is to just win everything. Win anything and everything that is possible in this save. So that could be the World Cup, the Champions League, or the international trophies. There'll be goals that will be aimed to get reached as this save progresses. So, I might win 2 Champions League and go, hey, we might as well win them all. I may win the World Cup and then go, but I haven't won anything else. Let's try and win the other international trophies. It's just something that will develop throughout time. So there may be mini goals, there may be main goals. The main goal is obviously, I guess, to become the best of all time, to top the Hall of Fame. But that is a very end game goal. But even then, that's not the final goal. There can be goals after that. But for now, it's just to grow as a manager, to see where we can progress and see what places we can manage as we build ourselves up in reputation. So right now, Geylang International, we have played 5 games. We are at the end of the League Cup. Let's talk about the transfers first. I don't think I made any more transfers after the fact. So I mentioned Asman to you last time previously, but we brought in a left midfielder. We needed someone on the left. I think we had one player that we couldn't play because he's a foreign player. But yeah, we've signed him, a former Home United player. He's played 3 games so far. Not impressed at all, really. But we'll see how he goes. It's still early days. We're still getting the formation learnt by the players, so we can't judge them too harshly yet. It's going to take some time for that for themselves to familiarise with the style that I'm making them play. But yeah, Asman isn't too bad, really. Could be a decent player in the future if we can get him firing. And on the outs, I think we already loaned out Tan. I think you know about that. We have sold another player for next season, so he'll be leaving on the 12th of this year, and that is Montserrat Safdari, who's a 20-year-old Australian. He's not really good enough, 1.5-star ability. He's got some good physicals about him, a few mentors here and there, but overall he's not going to be a player that's going to be worth a foreigner spot. He's currently not even registered in our team, so he will be leaving. He can feature today in the cup game, but this will be the last game he is possible to play, assuming we don't progress through. So he's not going to get another appearance for us. He will be on his way out. He's joining Chennai City, who I believe are an Indian team. Yes, they are, second in the Indian national football. So one of the better teams in Indian football. Good on him to go there, but we definitely don't need him. He's not good enough for our level. So he's leaving for 2K, which isn't bad. Hopefully we'll be able to get a little bit of that. We still got some transfer budget to play with and stuff, but like I said, we're not really looking to bring anyone in. We don't have the wage to play with. We need to clear out the squad a little bit first. So going on to the fixtures anyway. So I said so too many times there. Anyway, Niigata Unicorns, obviously we lost 1-0. Moving into the next game, we had Tampines, who we've got our game against today. We drew 3-3 with them, and that was a hell of a game, I'll tell you that. We fell behind, I think we took the lead, 1-0 through Applin, which was from can't remember. I don't think it was from a set piece. Apologies, these were a few days ago. But anyway, we took the lead, then we fell behind. That's the story. So we were 3-1 down, and I was so gutted. We were actually being dominated. We had about 2 or 3 shots, I think, to their about 6 or 7 at the time at the hour mark. We really weren't playing well. I made a few personnel changes, as you can see from the substitutions. Asman came off on the left side of the pitch and Palmer came off, and we also changed up the roles a little bit for the forwards, and Saberin just turned it on after that. He played extremely well, got 2 goals. Scored 2 goals. He did get 2. I was looking at I think that's key passes there. But yeah, he scored 2 goals, really played well. We got man of the match for his performance and helped save a point for us. But in the end, the match stats were very kinder and reflected the game. Maybe we could have won, when really we were not the better team up until the last 20 minutes or so of the game. So a point there. We then played Warriors, drew 0-0 to them. Not really too much to talk about. They had a man sent off. We weren't able to capitalise on the man advantage. We dominated the game, but created very few chances. I think if I go into match stats, I don't think we created too many. With 1 clear-cut opportunity, 0 half chances. They actually had more clear-cut opportunities. So a game where we had a lot of possession but couldn't really do much with it. So in the league, that was the last league game we played. We're still unbeaten in our time in charge here, but we've only won 1 game. We find ourselves 6th place, still 7 points off the top 2, which is the Asian competitions, which would be something I'd like to aim for, but realistically, as high as we can possibly get would be a fantastic achievement for this team. Media prediction going into the start of the season was to finish 6th, so if we can finish above that, I'll be quite happy, really. Anyway, into the League Cup, we had Young Lions, Ballasters and Tampines. So we started off with a 1-1 draw to Young Lions. You'll see a bit of a trend going on here. We fell behind. We equalised back up in the hour mark. We didn't look particularly great again. Match stats probably, if I go into the more detailed match stats, reflect a better story. 0 click opportunities for each team. 1 half chance. It wasn't a very good game. But Young Lions are the worst team in the league. So we really should be beating teams like this. And it was another disappointing game. I think at the end of this game or the end of the next game, I think it was the end of this game, I changed to a 4-2-3-1. We were playing a 4-4-2. So going into Ballisters again, I was a bit unsure about the formation. It was another really poor game, not really creating any chances, not really allowing them too many opportunities too. If I go into the match, I think they had one click opportunity or so, one half chance. So we're not giving away opportunities, which is fine, which is something I don't want to be doing. Actually, we did play the 4-2-3-1 here, but we created absolutely nothing in this game, so I'm going to move away from the 4-2-3-1. I thought I'd give it a chance in this game, but despite being quite solid defensively, like I said, the lack of creativity going forward is a really worrying thing, and it's part of the reason for that is because we don't really have a left attacking midfielder. We can fill the rest of the positions fairly well, fairly adeptly, but it's just that left attacking midfielder. I'm not too sure if the team is capable yet of mastering a 4-2-3-1. We are trying to get them to learn 2 tactics. Now, please correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't know if you actually learn tactics quicker. If you just have 1 tactic to learn or 2 tactics to learn. But we're going to go with the 4-4-2 today anyway. Let me continue forward into the screen. Oh, sorry, I thought it was game day. Let me cut forward so we actually get to game day. And I will talk you through the sort of starting lineup and the formations we're going to play. We have set a record for unbeaten, so that's something I probably should mention actually. Yeah, we are unbeaten since taking charge, which is a big positive, obviously. It's always nice to be unbeaten, but we are struggling to win games. We are somewhat struggling to score goals as well. Apart from the 3-3 draw, we have only scored 2 goals in 5 games. So 4 games, sorry. So it's not great. Going into the League Cup as well, I probably should mention, going into this final league game before I do my cut. We currently find ourselves 3rd in the table. We have played the 2 teams above us, Young Lions and Ballisters. So what we'll be hoping for is either team to win the game and us to beat Tampines. So if we beat Tampines, we will progress through to the next round of the Cup, which is fantastic, which would be a massive opportunity for us to maybe try and win a trophy. If not anything but a victory, we will be hoping on teams above us to maybe do us a favour. Ballisters winning will obviously mean a draw is good enough for us, but it is it should be an interesting game. So let me cut now because I thought I was at the game, and we'll talk about the players that I'm actually starting for that match. Okay, so the team for today is going to be Razik in goal, Ifran, Ichikawa, Anua, and Azian at defence, in Mishwana, Kasman, Aplin, and Asman in midfield, and up top we have Samion and Saberin. We've gone with a 4-4-2 still, cautious mentality. I think it's the same formation I showed you in episode 1. I can't remember. If not, they are there for you to read. Feel free to have a look at them. One big major bit of news, which has actually occurred between the time when I started this recording and the time I've advanced forward to now the date of the game itself, is Barry Maguire is out for, I think, the season. He's got 2 to 4 months with a torn back muscle. He has been sent to a specialist to receive treatment, so this is the best treatment he can get, 2 to 4 months. When it's 4 months from now, August, yeah, he's out for the season. He's a goner. And with Barry Maguire as well, it should be noted that his contract expires at the end of the season, and he has no interest in signing a new deal for us. Fair enough, you are a fantastic player and too good for this level of football. But yeah, he will be majorly missed, and I think he's played his last game for Geylang International. So we're going to have to do our best without him. It's basically looking at a team now with no foreigners in it, actually. The starting lineup, Palmer's dropped to the bench because I'm not happy with his performances, and Maguire out of the team. So in a way, this is sort of our best 11 if I were to have no foreigners in it, and going into next season, that could be a possibility. So you can see the weaknesses in the team right now. Bearing in mind, you want to kind of ignore the half staff and miss one because he's not a right midfielder, he's an attacking right midfielder. But the weaknesses are definitely the fullback area, the goalkeeper, and maybe even the second striker. Now, if I change to a 4-2-3-1, our weaknesses still lie in both fullback departments and the goalkeeper, obviously. But then we also lack another centre midfielder to play because Aplin, again, is an attacking midfielder. Kasman isn't really a defensively minded midfielder, but that's what we're going to play today in this 4-4-2. So let's go into this. Kasman is going to pick up the captain's armband because none of our captains are actually playing, which is obviously a bit of an L. But yeah, let's get into this. We're coming up against a 4-2-3-1. We're going to ask the assistant to do both of these things here. And we're going to go. Like I say, we draw this game. We go through based on the games. We are the only game playing today. So the other game, Young Lions versus Ballister, was already played. And Young Lions lost the game. So a draw or more is enough for us to go through. So basically, as long as we don't lose, we've got ourselves a semi-final coming up. And this is a fantastic long ball over to Seberin, who overran that for whatever reason. He wanted to run it in the goal. Just take a shot, lad, while the angle's still good. Be a 0-0. But this is quite exciting, really. A semi-final potentially on the cards as long as we can overcome Tampines. Obviously, it was a hell of a game. The first time we played them in the league, 3-3. Hoping for a clean sheet at least today, or at least a tighter defence. But I want to see us create some opportunities and create some chances. It was a good chance, obviously, starting off the game. They've had one there themselves. But I need to be seeing more chances created, because right now I'm not seeing enough from the starting 11. And the problem that lies with my two strikers I've got on the pitch is they both want to be poachers. And it's offside. Who was offside? Will they show that on the replay? Who was offside here? Oh, the player. Everyone in a yellow shirt that wasn't taking the shot. But yeah, the problem with our two strikers is they both want to play poachers or advanced forward or something along that lines, and I don't really like playing two poachers or two advanced forwards up front. So I've got one playing a pressing forward, but again, it's not really a role I particularly enjoy playing. So we've not created any chances. With that in mind, which I just said about my strikers, let's make a little change. We're going to go with an advanced forward up front. We'll see what that does. And in fact, I want to go into the player instructions, and we're going to allow you to please stay. No, yeah, we'll get forward, but we know to move into the channels. That's fine. That is fine. Yeah, we'll start the second half. Did I do the team talk? Did I do the team talk? Yes, we did. So yeah, let's go into the second half. 0-0. We've seen the ball go in the back of our net, but we still find ourselves in the game. Ifran at right back, struggling a little. So is the left back. So is the left mid. So is the right mid. Same issues presenting ourselves every game that we've played so far, and we've blocked the opportunity there. None of the strikers dropping deep to pick up that ball. That is very annoying. And nearly an amazing headed goal, heading it backwards towards the goal. But still 0-0. Disappointing. Not created a chance since that very first one. We're gonna change formation. We're going to change formation. We're going to do a 4-2-3-1, which is still a very custom, fluid counter-attacking mentality. So the player roles themselves. The tactical instructions themselves don't change too much. It's just obviously the player roles change fairly drastically. So with all that in mind, we're going to keep Samion on the pitch. Yeah, just because he's playing better today. Saberin is a more proven striker, but Samion's going to start up top. Mishwan on right mid. Asman can play left for now. We'll put Applin there. We'll play Kazman, not as box to box. We'll play him as a centre midfield support for now. We will take him off and bring a Saraf on, 16 years of age. Looks like a decent little player. We'll have him playing. We'll do ball winning midfielder actually, because I do like ball winning midfielders. Advanced playmaker attack. It's his best role. We'll allow him to do that. Can we have you guys on automatic for now? Great. And yeah, we'll make two changes, I think. We'll bring Ifran on the left. Is he an inside forward? Yeah, inverted winger. Inside forward. Inverted winger. Go inverted winger to start with. I played him as inside forward last time. I didn't really see anything from him. We'll make these tactical changes. Obviously, it's quite a drastic one. We only need a draw, so maybe doing this is a bit of a risk, but we're just seeing them apply more and more pressure to us. And that goal has been coming, sadly to say. 1-0 down, 3 half chances for us. They've had a half chance and scored. We're going to go more positive. I guess we'll go into this and just press that. Actually, no, we'll cancel that. I can accept the changes. I want to do a shout, for God's sake. Made the tactical change. A few minutes later, we've conceded. I want them to show some passion. 1 shot on target all game. I don't even think the chance we even saw was on target. We're trying to match them man to man with the formation. A long shot there, leading to absolutely nothing from this goal kick. What can we do with the ball? We have not seen an opportunity for ourselves since the very start of this first half. Samian with the ball, running wide now, plays into Applin. Samian with the shot. Not really seeing anything exciting there. We're going to take Miss One off. We're going to bring Van Hoosen on. Keep playing him as a winger. We'll keep him on support for now. We'll keep you on support. We'll keep everything the same. I'm happy with the player roles. I just want to see the tactic work. Set piece. Samian wins the header but can't direct it goalwards. Good save from Bahari, maybe? We'll go with that for the pronunciation, I guess. Oh, another ball forward and Samian's here. He's through 1-on-1 with the keeper. Oh, he's fucking skied it. Are you for real? Creating opportunities. We are creating opportunities. A shout can be ready in a second. We'll get creative. It's normally a good one to work if you're trailing by a goal. Oh, attacking. We need a goal. We need an equaliser. We've had a few opportunities there. We're going to get at least one more maybe. Or maybe they'll get one. Ferran with the ball. Giving it away very cheaply. He's chasing back. But it's a good tackle actually from him. And he's played it forward actually. Good play from him. Made up for his mistake. Van Holzen got a little bit of space to run into. He is going to run into it. If Ferran to Saraf to Kazman. He's got a lot of time and space here. Picks out the left back. Ferran, a lot of time and space again. Someone's got to whip the ball in. They do. They find Applin. Back of the net. 1-1. Good build-up play from the team. If Ferran's mistake, it looked like it could have given away a counter-attack, but we have got back on level terms. I'm going to keep it on positive mentality. We are playing quite well with that. Obviously, we don't need another goal, but if you're playing well, don't change it. And we are going to draw the game 1-1. It doesn't mean we go through to the next round of the Cup. That's fantastic. That'll be the next episode for you guys right there. A semi-final of the Cup. I think we have to rearrange that Home United game. We do get through quite lucky, really, because we have drawn all 3 of our games in the Cup. I still haven't won a game since the beginning. What's my win percentage? It must be like, what was it, 15 or so percent? 16%. We haven't won a game since our first game, but we will have a semi-final of the Cup to come up. That'll be fantastic. That'll be the next game. Let me go to the inbox. Got a press conference to attend. Let me just attend it quickly. Clearly a great teams of competition. It's honestly being the same draw as them. Deserve that. Maybe I will go with a 4-2-3-1. Got a few people on trial. Obviously, it's nothing too important. But maybe I will go with a 4-2-3-1 going forward. We looked a lot better there at the end of the game. Maybe I do need to accept the mentality. Shouldn't be cautious, but should be more attacking. Michouan's picked up a day's fine because of his suspensions. When's this semi-final draw? It's on the Tuesday. This is progressing fairly quickly, even with all the leagues loaded. Oh, no, wait, the semi-finals played on Tuesday. Well, I've got to cut this here then. So I'll cut it now. I'll meet you back in the next episode. We'll have a semi-final to go through. Obviously, no other news apart from that. But we could have a chance to maybe get through to a final. So, until next time, guys. Peace out.